Oh man, it's cranking out today. We're here at Wing Hole. Got the 3-meter rigged up. You can hear the power lines just humming away. Yeah, I wanted to try out. I had a monster storm went offshore last night, so it's cranking straight west, straight on shore. I wanted to try out some of the smaller wings in the lineup and figure, hey, a bumpy, lumpy day at Wing Hole, why not? It's cold and gnarly out, but whatever, it's not raining like it was yesterday. Today I'm trying out the carbon mast too, the 75 mast. There's gonna be some shallow spots, so I'm using that one. Also put on the titanium kit. It's really nice, it comes in this little box. I wonder if the tools are titanium. We'll see if it gets all, they get all, you know, rusty and stuff, that'll tell. But that box is killer. It's easy, it has the chart, the plastic, it's like a plastic sticker, so it's not gonna like peel up and mess up. You know, this is my other hardware kit here, you know, and it's like getting all kind of rusty and funky from the tools. The hardware's not, the hardware's just getting stained, but the tools are kind of rusting out and kind of messing up the whole bag. It's not a big deal, it's just a little messy. So time to go try out. I'm gonna try out which one am I trying first here? BSC 810. I'm trying the 400 tail, the free ride tail. I rode that the other day with the big wings and I really liked it a lot, and it was like kind of surfy and cruisy, and it was actually pretty quick. And with the smaller wings, I like to have a little bigger tail, just give you that extra stability. So try it out, see how it goes. Phew. Yep, BSC 810 400 free ride. It's not that small of a tail, but yeah, we'll see. Right in the one position, carbon mast, 3-meter glide. Choppy and funky, and kind of good conditions to test out wings in, because you can see the chops like come in different directions. It was blowing one direction yesterday, super hard, now it's another direction, so it's just like kind of funky, wonky, choppy. A couple good bumps. It actually glides really nice on the little sound swells we got here at Wing Hole. I am riding the carbon mast. I think it's a little slippery, like smoother ride than the aluminum. Definitely noticed the weight. There is I think a weight drop. It felt lighter carrying to the beach, but it's also, I'm riding the smaller wings than it was the other day. 400 tail's a good match for this. It does hit out at top speed, but overall it just makes it kind of more user-friendly in this bumpy, wonky conditions. I'll recommend a 400 tail for kind of anyone, just as a staple. I'll be interested to try this thing with the progressive tails. I'll be interested to try this with the progressive tails, and I don't think we do too much more testing today because I'm freaking cold. My hands, I took the 1 mil gloves out and should have gone thicker. Hands are like blocks, but overall this BSC, I find that it's very easy, very surfy feel. It does glide pretty well. You know, getting on foil is pretty consistent and easy in this bumpy conditions. Reaching, I like kind of it breached a couple times, and it held me up. It didn't just like cavitate and blow up and drop. So that's kind of nice. Like overall, like this is just carrying along the lines for just all around easy to ride setup. I think this BSC A10 is gonna be a great kite wing. So I'm definitely gonna try this one out kiting because I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Or, you know, more powerful surf. I'm not sure I'll be able to pump it. I probably could pump it, but you know, back out to the lineup, it'll definitely take some work. Overall, again, sticking with that Axis feel of just easy to use, front foot pressure, gives you a positive feel for transitions and riding and turning, and you know, more specific to your foot placement because the front wing's smaller. So unlike the bigger BSCs where you can have your feet anywhere, this thing you definitely want to have your feet in the right place. So I'm gonna keep riding for a bit and wrap it up because it's freaking crazy. It's gonna be blowing 35. I don't know. Definitely on. Wild out there today. Whew, holy smokes. That was wild out there today. Freaking cranking. Pretty day, but tough riding conditions. So took out the BSC A10. I was gonna test a bunch of wings, but it was pretty hard to get out because it's straight on shore. We're the 400 free ride. That's a nice tail. It's just like, you know, it doesn't have any humming noise, which I like, and it has, you know, it's just consistent and cruisy and just easy. I really liked it on the bigger wings. I tested 2 days ago, and on the bigger BSCs, it was just real nice and controllable. I think that'll be a good one to add. Today I tried out the 760 carbon mast for the first time. Really nice carbon mast, definitely drops the weight. It feels a little smoother through the water. I got to try them back to back, but it feels a little bit smoother kind of riding through the water. Then, you know, particularly with all the chop and the side chop and all this weird stuff, you know, I think it definitely cuts through the water a little bit better. Lighter weight. I did notice that I've got the mast in one position. This is an 810. I had to have my foot all the way at the front of the traction pad, which even on the bigger wings like the 1070 and stuff, the biggest wing they have, I was kind of like two inches back from the front of that and totally balanced, whereas this I was almost all the way at the front and felt a little more, needed a little more front foot pressure. So it could have been because it's blowing 35, it's really overpowered, or it has some different angles. You know, that's something I got to look into, is trying back to back, because I think that this has a little different angle. So you might have to ride the carbon mast back even a little bit farther back. But you know, I could adjust for it and feel for it, but it's going to take a little tuning to figure that one out. BSC A10, really nice, cruisy, carvy. I think this is going to be an awesome kite wing. Really fun for powered and kind of junky conditions. I really like this wing because it's super controllable. You get towards the top of the water column, like I'd start flying, just get by a gust, start flying and coming up towards the top. And one of the cool things is that it just doesn't, like, some of them just accelerate and just boom, you fly out of the water, you're canceled. Whereas this one will get to the top and kind of just hang there, and you could get control and bring it back underwater. I did breach once, and when I blew up once where I kind of saved it and came back up. So as expected, easy to ride, nice kind of front foot pressure through the turns, so controllable. Definitely more specific to your foot position because it is a smaller wing with a smaller span. But overall, great setup. I did ride the black 643, what's this one called? The ultra short fuse. I think that's kind of the go-to fuse for most of these Black Series wings. I think that's the right size for them. So another nice session, the Axis stuff. Definitely liking this gear. I tried the titanium set hardware, which we'll see. You know, obviously don't notice the weight difference that much, but it just feels a little bit more solid, and we'll see if the bolts and stuff are gonna rust up, or not the bolts, the bolts won't, but if the tools will rust up. So I'm gonna get those things wet and put them back in there and do some testing. All right, more to come. Got questions, give us a call to shop, 252-987-6000, realwatersports.com. I'm cold, gotta get in the shower. Later.